And we're live. There we go. Cool. Okay, so welcome to another edition of Athletics Track Talk. Obviously, we're having it on Wednesday today. Monday, Tuesday's been pretty busy, but now we have enough material to share with you another track talk for today. Now, okay, so track talk 25th of November 2020. It's 9:40 p.m. in Australia here, and guessing it's 6:40 p.m. in Manila. All right, so just some quick stats of the website as we're beginning off. We're going for 40,000 views this month. Record is 38,415 from September 2020. Need an average of 1,194 for the next 5 days. Facebook page has gone to 32,000 followers. Quick shout out to LA Solomik and our other viewers. Go to the next one. Okay, so this is from the I Love Track and Field Facebook group, which has about 124,000 plus members. It's got as much, if not more, members than the Philippine Sports Commission group at the moment, but it's just specifically on track and field. Some very interesting discussions on the website, been involved in them. One thing was, a group of people were claiming that in the 2017 World Champs, that Bolt should have been given the win. But obviously, looking at some of the evidence that got presented, and looking at the photo finish, the official photo finish from the World Athletics Association shows that clearly Gatlin won. Looking at this photo as evidence of what they've got, Bolt's foot might have been in front here, but it looks like he's just made the mistake of just diving too early for the line and extending, a little bit too much on the stride. I've had this before as a sprinter. I've been guilty of this myself in the past. One of the issues here is basically instead of trying to just run solidly through the line, you could have the danger of going for the dive early and then over lengthening the stride, which makes it, spending more time in the air. So the other two, I think Gatlin and Coleman, were able to get their heads over the line first. Even if Bolt's foot is actually close to the line at this point, basically they dove their heads over the line first, which enabled them to get the gold and the silver at the 2017 World Champs. Okay, also a shout out to an old friend of ours, Giant Martin Esteban from Central Luzon, former Palaro champion and Palaro record holder still in the men's triple jump, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so looking at that photo, we need to look at, the photo finish rules here we refer to the latest 2020 IAF technical rule book. So Rule 18 says the finish, 18.1, the finish of a race shall be denoted by a white line, 50 millimeters wide, which is that second line in that photo. Note in the case of events finishing outside the stadium, the finish line may be up to 0.30 meters in width and may be of any color contrasting distinctively the surface finishing areas. The athlete should be placed in the order in which any part of their bodies, torso is distinguished from the head, neck, arms, legs, hands, or feet, reaches the vertical plane of the nearer edge of the finish line as defined above. Okay. So next. Okay, so some home workouts. So I've posted here, which I'm doing with the athletes I'm working with at the moment, more from our Athletics Australia course, more on resistance band workouts, for more activation and body resistance type stuff, good for glute activations and that sort of thing. It's good if you don't like to have one of um, these resistance bands. They come in a different variety of resistance and different colors. They're good to have if you don't have weights equipment, especially during the pandemic. It's a good thing that has a multiple range of uses, as seen with these exercises. Okay, next. All right, so this is the main thing that we're going to be discussing. As you know, there hasn't been any events this year in the Philippines due to the COVID and that sort of thing. What Pinoy Athletics is going to do is we're promoting women in sports through a 60-meter virtual dash for cash. Now, in support of women's sports in the Philippines, we're planning to hold a virtual women's 60-meter dash. Please note this is a Pinoy Athletics event and in no way, shape, or form is associated with the PTAF or PSC. So, like it's in that aspect, it's not being organised by these two different groups. So, it's being organised by Pinoy Athletics. So, any queries or such should be directed at us. Performances can be recorded between December the 7th and 12th, but must be submitted by no later than December the 12th, 10 o'clock p.m. Philippine time. Entries will close on December the 5th, meaning that we will not be accepting any more entries after December the 5th for this event. Performances can be done on a rubberized oval, dirt oval, or grass field. Note that some areas in the Philippines already have rubberized ovals open, obviously not in NCR, but other areas and provinces have these rubberized ovals open now. Okay, next slide. Okay, so for this event, no hand times will be accepted, obviously. We will extract times from the video using Kinevia software. And in saying that, we need a clear view of the start and the finish line, meaning that we need to be able to see the start, see the finish line very clearly to extract an accurate time off the video. Of course, it's not going to be as accurate as electronic timing, but it'll probably be more accurate than lots of margin of error if someone's standing there with a stopwatch. Okay, so the prize money for this event will be up to 5,000 pesos for the winner. So Pinoy Athletics is putting in 50 US, and we have a sponsor who is also matching 50 US. Then, as well as that, we will be charging an entry fee. So it's 5 USDs or 250 Philippine pesos. The reason why we're charging an entry fee is to ensure that there are no-shows. Somebody enters and they don't make some sort of entry payment. What is there, what is to stop them from just no showing? So that's to avoid no shows. But anyway, that entry fee money that we will be taking for this event, which is payable by PayPal or any other form, that will also go to the winner of this event. So we will basically be adding that entry fee money back to the winner of this event, plus the money that Pinoy Athletics and the sponsor is also putting into this event. That will be added to the total prize pot for the winner. A certificate will be awarded to all participants who meet the above criteria, and also the athlete's official performance will be ranked in our combined results. Please note that as this isn't a PTAFA sanctioned event, or IAAF sanctioned event, then these performances cannot be counted for records, rankings, like official rankings, like Southeast Asian rankings, and in most cases cannot be considered for selection for international meets. Only athletes based in the Philippines will be eligible for the cash prize. Non-Philippine resident athletes or athletes from overseas can join or be entered into the official results and sent a certificate of participation. Maybe even, given some gifts from our sponsors, but that the cash prize is really to encourage local women athletes in this event. So that's basically where the eligibility is for that. Okay, the minimum age for the competition is 15 years of age. It's an open age meet, meaning we'll not have a kids division on this occasion. We are considering forming an A division of more than, 8. It should be 8 athletes based on seed, 100-meter times. Videos of athletes and official results will be provided via live cast on the Pinoyathletics face page, for articles and official results available via pinoyathletics.info. That would be on the 13th of December. A committee of 5, including myself, will be formed to evaluate the performances from videos and moderate consensus on times. We'll also be looking into the athletes' past performances to ensure the reliability of performances. So say, for example, if an athlete runs a certain time for the 100 and then their 60 time is way faster than, what it converts into for the 100, then we would definitely be looking at, moderating or auditing that. Updates and forms to be on the Pinoyathletics website. So all this will be posted out. Obviously, it's not going to get a huge, from this podcast, it's not going to get a huge, scope or a huge radius of spreading the information. So we're going to have to post this information out, so to raise awareness of the event. All right, so moving on, meets. Okay, so December 10 to 13, definitely coming up, is the Thailand National Championships in Bangkok. So they've had smaller meets and marathons, but this is their only and first meet for this half of the year since the pandemic hit. It's a closed national or open meet for their athletes training up for the Southeast Asian Games. Also in March, I haven't listed it here, Vietnam is having another national trials. Last week of March, I suppose, IPTAPA has announced the Philippine National Championships. So as of now, it's more definite. It's still not entirely definite, but it's more definite now. Venue still to be announced. If I had to guess which venue they're going to use, Clark seems out of the question because it's really, being used as a quarantine center. So somewhere like EMOS, or probably not in Manila, but somewhere like EMOS or Laguna would probably be more likely at this point. April, it's been announced the UAAP will be scheduled for all events. Initially, they said it was going to be in June for Sem 1, but now they're looking at April for those events. Okay. So yeah, the Daily Tribune interviewed Eric Cray. We posted a video on Athletics with that interview. It went for almost an hour. They mainly were asking Eric about his preparation, how his training was going, what his plans were coming up, and like fondest memories, and what he still wants to do in the sport. Does he plan to coach afterwards? What how are things over in the US? Why hasn't he competed yet? And so forth. So you can catch that interview. We've posted a copy of it up on Athletics. It's also available on the Tribune Sports site. It's about an hour-long interview with Eric Cray, where he, discussed pretty much every question thrown at him by the 3 interviewers. Tribune. Okay, next. So one question that I asked, but it didn't actually get asked. And it's also applicable in some of the athletes I'm coaching at the moment, because I'm coaching a lot of athletes who are, over the age of 25. Things to ponder: nutrition and diet with the aging athlete. So, as like if we look at some of the older athletes in sprints, like Gatlin or Kim Collins or Powell or Olympic Christie, one thing, for a sprinter to really last longer than 35, diet really comes into play, and even Carl Lewis as well, like himself, going vegan. I'm not saying necessarily going vegan, but like controlling the diet definitely comes into play. Even Bolt, when he got older, he couldn't just resort to just eating chicken nuggets anymore and getting away with it. He had to really look at how he was fueling his body, and that's the same. I think that as an athlete myself, um, I only lasted pretty much until my late 20s, and like I pretty much ate crap, and I think that in order to prolong an athlete's career or being able to last longer, especially when you get older, you can't get away with eating the crappy food as much, and that's like the junk food, sugary foods, and that sort of thing. I mean, even Kobe Bryant, I remember he did an interview where he said that he can't eat the junk anymore. He just had to have like berries and stuff for breakfast and antioxidants and lots more fruit just to keep his body healthy enough to carry on. And I think that this is something that we should strongly consider. I mean, the diet in the Philippines is not the best. The food may be tasty, but it's not the best sort of athlete type of food, and that's something that athletes really need to consider. Just some more shout outs coming here. Okay, so Janav Norelk, also to top junior high jumper Leonard Grosbeck. Okay, so thanks guys for tuning in. It's got a little bit more to go. So yeah, this is something that needs to really be discussed in a lot more detail is about nutrition, and especially for the athletes who are already getting into their you know the their 30s. At that point, it becomes a lot more crucial than ever to sort of control what you eat, because your body doesn't digest it as well, and it's easy to put on weight when you get older, and that has a very big detrimental effect to your performance as an athlete. Um, so let's just get back to the slides. Okay, I think that'll do. Okay, so yeah, like some updates on Phil Aussie Mia Galugan. She ran 10:15:18 last Saturday, just outside her best time, outside her PB of I think it's 10 minutes 10, and 12 seconds away from the Philippine junior record of Miyaki Minura. Minura holds the Philippine junior record 19 below. Palaro national high school record with a time of 10:03 from 2016 in Legazpi City, Albay. Galugan's performance erases the 33-year-old Philippine record for 11-year-olds set in 1977 by Asinia Sagaray of 10:38.2. The performance ranks Mia 7th in the Philippine junior all-time list. So there's a lot of names there like Minura, Kelly, Rosalinda Catalong. They're all sort of bunched up, ranked slightly ahead of Mia at the moment. Mia, who is only 11 years old, finished 16th of 24 competitors or 15th actually, in the women's B race of the 3,000 metre championships at Sydney Olympic Park. She and another talented 11-year-old from the training group, Philippa Corral, clocked 10:16:21. Mia holds the world age grid record for 11-year-olds with a time of 17:41:03. The world age grid record, which is aiming for, is 9:48. Mia doesn't turn 12 until September 26, 2021, so she has a lot of time to break that record above. Mia is looking at securing a Philippine passport, but in no hurry for international meets. The minimum age is usually 15 or 16. So yeah, to go to the SEA Games, you need to be at least 16. I had this issue a few years ago in 2013 when the Richardson twins were just not eligible to go to the SEA Games for the 4x1. with the organising committee said that, like they have to be at least 16 to go to the SEA Games. Now they've imposed that minimal rule. Before it didn't apply because athletes like Alma Muros was 14 when she first went to the SEA Games. Lydia De Vega was 15 when she first went to the SEA Games. Sagarai went to the SEA Games as a 13-year-old. Rosalinda Catalong is 14. So there wasn't a rule in place before for a minimum age at SEA Games, but now it's 16. Same with the World Youth. I think that's about 15. The World Juniors is about 16. So you have to, you can't really go to any major international meets until you're about 15, 16. So there's no hurry, really, for international representation here. It's only 11. All right, so I'm saying good luck to one athlete I'm helping at the moment, Tuanda from Zimbabwe, competing at the Nationals in Bulawayo on the 29th of November. Best times of 10:65 and 21:38. So he'll be running the 200. Zimbabwe has decided to make it a 3-hour competition, meaning that their whole Nationals is just packed into 3 hours because of the COVID. So yeah, they've made it a quick meet. So he's only running in the 2 because they're only allowed 2 in each event, and the slots for the 100 he gave them to his teammate, so he ended up just focusing on the 200. Okay. So these are articles and things coming up. Anti-poaching of athletes and coaching learning. More of an article on that. Posted an announcement on the Facebook group, but we need to delve further into that. Open that up for discussion and dialogue. Evaluation and ranking of individual coaching output in the Philippine Athletics 2019 SEA Games. So we've charted the coaches and the athletes the athletes and the coaches they primarily worked with, and came up with a graph regarding individual coaching output. Also, why Milo is not a healthy drink. That topic is something we wrote about a while ago, but it's now resurfacing. As there's been a lot of discussion and debate, not really debate, but a lot of discussion regarding high sugar content in sports drinks. And also we'll be going further into nutrition for the aging athlete. And I believe that is it. Okay. So just a shout out to all the people who tuned in again. Solmac, Esteban, Muralt, Leonard Grosby. We'll take any questions now that we have. Any questions regarding our virtual event, any questions regarding competitions, any questions regarding rankings and that sort of thing, and any questions regarding topics. I'm just having, I've got a few questions here. Oh yeah, there was actually some more stuff that I had which I haven't put into the spreadsheet that I need to quickly go over. Okay, the first thing was, like on our Facebook fan page of Pinoy Athletics, fortunately we've had to ban about 10 or 15 people because we posted a video, a 4x4 video, which included Alma Muros from the 1993 SEA Games. And firstly, it's not Pinoy Athletes' intention, to post videos where the Philippines isn't winning. But I don't see what is wrong with posting videos where the Philippines isn't winning, because I'll give various reasons why. Firstly, in this video from the 1993 SEA Games, the Philippines 4x4 team finished. There was 3 teams and they finished 3rd out of 3. So yeah, if you want, you can say they finished last, but the point is that they still were awarded a bronze. So there was gold, silver, and bronze. So the Philippines finished bronze in the 1993 SEA Games, but we didn't say they finished last in our report or in our description of the video. We said they got the bronze, but everybody seems to be jumping to the negative conclusion, and this isn't from our mouth, it's really from theirs, that that basically they came last. But we never said they came last. We said they got the bronze. You know, where did we say they came last? Go and look at the description again. You know, go and look at it again. It doesn't matter, you know, if you go and look at the description 100 times, you won't find it because we never said it. So, you know, that's the first point, is who is really being negative here. We're saying they got the bronze, and people are saying, oh, they came last. You're posting videos of people coming last. Okay, so that's one. Secondly, Pinoy Athletics doesn't just have viewers from the Philippines. We have viewers from all over the place, in other Southeast Asian countries, other Asian countries, from the States, from India, from, you know, you name it. But the second point is that, you know, the Malaysians, they won the race and they were quite happy the video was there. So the video isn't just there for the benefit of the Filipino sports and athletic community in public. It's there for the other countries to view as well. Maybe they want to see the video of their team getting the gold. That's the second point. The third point is that it's difficult to find videos from 1993 SEA Games, you know. So it's difficult to find videos from the 1993 SEA Games. So whether we win or lose, you know, I didn't see any athletes complaining that we posted the 1993 SEA Games. Nobody in the video and no athlete actually posted a complaint. The people who were posting the complaints, a lot of them, you know, are not really coaches and they don't represent, they're not athletes and they're not coaches. So they're the ones whinging and sort of trolling and making issues. But the thing is that, you know, did they in any way, shape or form represent the athletes or coaches? That's something to ponder, because there's no solution was actually being given. It was just whinge, 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 bash, bash. All right. So that was the third point. The fourth point is this. We provide these videos and this information for free. We don't charge money for it. I mean, if you go and watch a video and you don't like it, then that's fine. But the point is, I'm not pointing a gun at your head and saying you have to watch my video or else. You've decided to watch the video. If you don't like it, you don't like what we post, you don't like our content, you're welcome to go and look for content somewhere else for free. That's not, you know, that's entirely up to you. But in saying that, we're not going to stop posting videos. Win or lose, the videos are posted. It doesn't, you know, we don't just post videos of Philippine athletes not winning. We post winning videos as well. But, you know, like, look, if an athlete's in a race, they're not always, or a race or a competition, it's not going to be win all the time, you know, and we're not, you know, like, we're going to post every video we can get, and it's not going to be win all the time. I mean, look at it this way. If an athlete's in a race, and let's say they go to the SEA Games, and they're in a race, and they get third, but they break the national junior record, are you still going to be complaining that the athlete's only got in, that the athlete didn't win the race? I mean, the athlete will be over the moon if they break the, probably they're going to be over the moon if they break the national junior record or they do some other remarkable feat in the race. It's not just, you know, like win, win, win all the time. Sometimes the athlete did a massive personal best, or the athlete's broken the national record or whatnot. Like, these things, you know, it just seems that there's so much emphasis and focus on gold medal crossing the finish line first. But what about improvements? What about times? What about, you know, national records, national junior records? You know, there's more to it than just winning. It's like we're so fixated on gold, winning, you know, whatnot. It's also about development. Okay, special shout out also to Hannah Doranilia, who's also tuned in that last part of our video. So yeah, like, so that's enough on me having my rant there about, you know, some housekeeping with the page, but, you know, it needs to be done. Warnings were given, but, you know, they still persisted, so we had to just cut a few branches off the tree. Anyway, weights, my weight training I've been doing at the moment, I've been getting into quarter squats, haven't done them for a while. like they certainly easy to recover from than doing a full squat. So yeah, I've just been getting back into the weights. Uh, so yeah, so that thing on nutrition, we've got to pursue that a little bit more, as well as expand on a bit of the other articles. Um, yeah. Anyway, I'll just check if there's any final questions there, and then we'll just wrap things up a little bit. Um, I'll just ring up. I've got someone to actually call after this, so I'll quickly just see if there's any more questions, and if not, you can ask your questions now, speak now, or sort of forever hold your peace. But just check to see if there's any. Oh, we've got some comments. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, so Nino and Mariah, we always yeah, the organic man himself. Shout out to him as well, and to all our viewers. So I'm just going to recap again because some people didn't see this on the earlier part of our track talk, but I'm just going to quickly run by our virtual event again because some of you may have missed it. I'll just quickly go to the virtual. All right. Okay, so yeah, so this is the event that I'm just bringing up because we're promoting the Women in Sports 60-meter virtual dash for cash. For support of women in sport in the Philippines planning to hold a virtual 60-meter dash. No way, shape, or form associated with the PAF or PSC. So any queries for the event come through the Pinoy Athletics. Performances can be recorded between December 7th and 12th, but must be submitted by no later than December 12th. Entries will close on December 5th. Performances can be done on rubberized oval, dirt oval, grass field. No hand times accepted. Extract times from video software. Prize money of up to 5,000 pesos for the winner at this point. $5 US entry fee or 250 pesos payable via PayPal or other means to ensure that we don't have no-shows. Certificate awarded to all participants who meet the above criteria, and also the official performances ranked and combined results. Only athletes based in the Philippines will be eligible for the cash prize. Non-Philippine residents can join or be entered into the official results and given a certificate of participation. Minimum age is 15. Open age meet, no kids division. If we have 8 athletes, we might, based on 100-meter C times, from an A division. Videos of athletes and official results will be provided on livecast of Pinoy Athletics, Facebook page on December 13th. Facebook page with articles and official results available. pinoyathletics.info, committee of 5, including myself, to evaluate performances on videos, and any updates and forms will go on to the Pinoy Athletics website and page. As obviously this information will not be as widely dispersed on this podcast. Okay, so that was just repeated it. Oh, we're having more likes, so we're getting more people in. Okay. So that's it for tonight. Good 30 minutes. 10, 15 slides, 30 minutes. We'll leave it at that, and good night, everyone.